Hi folks, hi honey.
Hi.
Hope you guys are well. Today we are going to check out the Viltrox 75mm f1.2 lens. This is just hitting the market. I've already been shooting with it and it's pretty fantastic. Let's start out shooting it on the Z30. I have this camera. So, nothing gets you through a photo shoot like a little bit of opium. The APS-C camera is doing just fine, to be honest, but in this small space, actually 75 with a 1.5 crop factor, it becomes really long, so it's actually quite difficult for indoor portraits, I have to say. Next up, I wanted to see how it does on different bodies, because whilst the Z30 is fine, it does a pretty good job, the best autofocus Nikon have has been kept for their Z8 and Z9. So it's a bit overkill. Who's really going to use this kind of a lens on a Z9? But it gives you the Auto DX crop. We still have plenty of resolution to shoot with, and then we'll see how the autofocus does on a flagship. I'll also do some on the Z7 II, which is also high res, plenty of pixels for DX cropping, and kind of mid-range autofocus capability. So let's get you onto the bed.
Okay.
Actually breathing in just the match smoke already hurt my throat. I'm so glad I quit heroin. I'm kidding, I didn't quit. Well, I promised you some boudoir shoots, and you know me, I always deliver on my word. Just kidding, of course, Honey's our model again. Before we take a look at these shots, please. So on the Z9 and the Z7 II, it's doing fantastically well, but to be honest, these aren't challenging situations. On any of the cameras, it's doing fine. I don't know that I could say it's native performance, but it's doing really well. And I have to say, looking on the back of camera, I kind of feel like I booked the wrong studio. I brought us here because I thought this would be, often when it's a very fast aperture, shallow depth of field lens, it's not very sharp and it looks kind of ghostly, and it can be really pretty, but it's like a non-technically perfect lens, but it actually looks crazy sharp and good on the back of camera. So that's great, and it means that I'm surprised, and it could actually be fantastic value. So I have brought along some comparison points though. I thought 75-1.2, what's close to that? So Nikon have an 85-1.8, so that's an obvious comparison. It is full frame, however. And then Viltrox also make an 85-1.8. So I thought I'll put them all onto the Z7 with the APS-C crop on, even for the full frame lenses, and do the same shots a couple of times and let you download them so you can pixel peep them and see if there's a noticeable difference, because there is a noticeable difference in price. Let's do that. first of all, thank you so much, Honey. Check out below, we'll have links to Honey's social media. You can also check out the Bangkok course there and of course my Nikon setup guide. I have to say, I'm really impressed with the image quality coming off this lens and the usability. It handles really well, the focus is great, it's a really well-rounded performer. The main thing I would say to think about if you're going to be shooting, especially on APS-C bodies, is, well, either way, it's going to be like 112.5 millimeters. It's not stabilized, and if you're using a camera body that doesn't have stabilization, if you're doing portraits and you want the sharpest possible shot, you're going to need a really fast shutter speed. And luckily at f1.2 you can get faster shutter speeds, but indoors here, without adding any light, I was still sometimes up around 600, 800, 1000 ISO to be even able to get like a 200th of a second. So just keep that in mind, that you're going to potentially need to add light or be using a higher ISO, which then kind of defeats the purpose of using an eye-sharp lens because you're destroying the image anyway. Download the sample files below, check out Honey's social media as well as my new page, Sensual Portraiture, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!